pumpkin. And that pumpkin that you're going to be painting it and putting your favorite character from a book on it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, make sure you are muted. All right. Before we go into reading, I want to introduce you to a couple more cards, and these are going to have those blends and those endings on words that are going to help us recognize new words. So the first one I want to show you is SH. That blend says shh. SH says shh. This is one we have to keep together because it doesn't say s. Put it together and it says shh, like in shark, ship, and wash. So you can see that it can go at the beginning of a word and the end of a word. Next one I have is CH, and CH says ch, 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 like chip, chop, and chocolate. Or Miss Cheatham, yeah, Miss Cheatham. Next one I have is TH, and that one can have a couple of different sounds. So TH can say th or th. So examples are this, that, and with. TH. This one is a little bit tricky. PH actually sounds like the sound that F makes. PH says like in phone, photo, and gopher. Next we have WH, and it says w, w, w. When, where, whip. WH. And last we have the ing brothers. The ing brothers always stay together and they say ing, like in ring, sting, and king. This one is super important to make sure it stays together because the I is not saying eh. It's saying e, ing, ing. All right, we're going to practice those throughout the week. So I will bring those back out. Okay, first grade. For our writing skill today, we are going to be doing a little bit of review. So I'm going to be showing you some skills that we have practiced for solving hard words. And we have reviewed these, we've gone over these before, but it's always good to practice these skills, okay? Especially if you're reading a nonfiction book that has a lot of details in it. So I'm going to start reading this book, and if I get stuck, I'm going to go to my chart and see if I can use some of the skills that we've practiced before, okay? This book I picked is called Sea Creatures. And as you can see, it is a nonfiction book. There are pictures of real sea life in it. I am a silvery sea bass. I am long and thin with a pointed nose. My I'm stuck on a tricky word, boys and girls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my chart and see if I can use any of the skills to help me solve this tricky word. Because good readers do not give up. They always try a different skill if the first one doesn't work. So let's see if I can try this one. Check the picture. So, I'm going to see if that will help me. Shappy. The picture isn't really helping me with this word. So what do? Do I give up? Nope. I just try another skill. Look at all of the parts of the word. So if we are having trouble with sounding out a word, we can put it into chunks and say the parts that we know. So I have this blend here, pull, pull. I'm going to check my word and see if I can take it apart. Here's my word. And I see an SH at the beginning. So SH, I just remember reading that card that I showed you, and it says shh. Okay. Shh. At. Shap. Shap. It's still not helping me a ton, so I'm going to see if I can try another skill. Okay. Let's try this skill. Try it 2 ways. Do you guys remember those tricky vowels we were talking about? If short A doesn't sound right, try the long A sound. Maybe that'll help me. I'm going to try that one for this word. Shap. That doesn't sound right, so I'm going to try long A. Shape. Oh. My shape helps me swim fast. I use my tail to push myself through the water. I hunt other fish. So boys and girls, I was having trouble with the word shape, but I didn't give up. I just tried these different skills to see if it could help me solve the word, and it did work. This one ended up working for me, trying it 2 ways. When I tried the short A sound in shape, it didn't work, so I tried the long A. Okay, I'm going to keep reading and see if I can use any more skills. When I was young, I swam with other young sea bass. This protected me from Okay, this is the tricky word I'm stuck on. I'm going to keep trying, okay? Let me see if I can pull up another skill. Get a running start. Do you guys remember that skill? Get a running start. So, I'm going to look at this word again, and I'm just going to start reading it and see if anything pops into my mind, and I might think, okay, that's starting to sound like a word. Let's keep going. And they protected me from enemies. This protected me from enemies. That makes sense. Do you see how you can get... Did you see how you can get that running start to help you with a word that's tricky? My last skill that I want to go back to is checking it and then doing a double check. So, does it look right? Does it sound right? Does it make sense? This is a really big skill that you want to keep using throughout all of your reading, nonfiction and fiction books. So, it was nice that I did a double check on the word enemies, and then I wanted to see if it made sense. This protected me from enemies, and that worked. So boys and girls, as you read your stories, I don't want you to give up because you have so many different ways for solving hard words, okay? So as we continue to read these nonfiction books for this unit, keep these in mind, okay? I'm going to keep them on the wall in the classroom, but I'll also keep bringing this chart back out so we can use it in our reading groups as well. Okay, for Hang On Monkey, I want you guys to think about the big important ideas that were in this story, okay? If you remember some big important ideas from the story, go ahead and raise your hand. What was this book mostly about? Use the raise your hand button. Bracket, thank you.
Monkeys and how they live, where they eat, and all of how monkeys do that kind of stuff.
So it's all about monkeys, where they live, what they eat. Exactly, Bracket. So those are some big ideas to keep in mind, okay? Deleza, you also have your hand raised. Do you remember some other important details about the book?
Sunday was on the ground.
Some live on the ground. That is exactly right. And I think there is a page in here that says those exact words. Let's see if we can find it. Some live on the ground. Nice job, Deleza. So boys and girls, that's something else that I want to talk to you about. The more times that you read a story, the better you're going to understand it. So by using your skills and rereading over and over again, you're going to better understand your story so that when somebody asks you some questions about the story, you'll be able to give really good details. And just like that sundae that we built, you'll be able to get all the scoops from the sundae and the banana and the whipped cream and everything because you are providing very, very, very great details about the story.
They live in groups also.
Make sure you use your raise your hand button, please. Okay. This is the last day that we're going to read this book before I give you a new one. But starting next week, we're going to be going through some of the other books that I sent home. So make sure that you have kept all of your books. I've never asked you to send those back to school, so you should have all of your books that I send home to you. Whether you are in yellow class or green class, you should have about 5 of these now. Okay, so today we will read these together, and then we'll revisit some of the older ones. So we'll revisit the lizard one, Lazy Lulu, and some of the other books like that, because by rereading them, we can learn even more about the story. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with yellow today. So if you are a yellow book, go ahead and raise your hand. Reminder, if you don't have your book, I will hold it up to the screen. All right, thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'm going to call on students to read. Let's see, Elias, you're my first yellow class student to pop up. So Elias, do you have your book? How do they swim? Liam, I'm going to have you read page 3. How do they swim? So look for this page in your book. Go ahead and unmute, and you can read the first page. Make sure you read all the labels also.
Fish can swim. They use their fins and tails to swim.
Nice job. And the labels?
They're blurry.
Oh, do you not have your book?
We're trying to find it.
Okay. So let me see if I can hold it up. You might not be able to see that. What is this pointing to? A fin. Nice job. And this is the tail. And these are also called the fins. Nice job. Sorry about that. It is a little blurry on the camera. You found it? Awesome. Okay, Zayden, you're going to read page 4. Remember, if you get stuck, even though we've read this book a couple times through, use your chart here to help you out. Try a couple different skills if you need to. Zayden. Do you have your book?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Ducks can swim.
That TH that we talked about earlier, the blend, it can say th or th. I want you to try both. Good job.
Use
Use your picture to help you. Just like on our chart, check the picture.
Tail, feet,
Good job.
swim.
Nice job, Zayden. That was perfect. Elias, I see you're raising your hand. Are you ready for page 5? Perfect. Okay, page 5, Elias.
Beavers can swim, they use their feet and tails to swim.
Nice job. And then our labels. Do you have your book? Okay, read your labels.
Beavers can swim, they use their feet and tails to swim.
Nice job. And the labels? We have tail, feet, and this other one also says feet. Good job, Elias. Okay. Kieran, you're page 6. Do you have your book?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 2 labels.
And have this. Turtles can swim. They use their feet or flippers to swim.
Nice. Oh, and you have a turtle. That's awesome.
Dr. Zoom.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kieran. Keela, do you have your book, Keela?
No.
I think your book is here at school. I think that when you returned your packet, you brought your book back. But I never asked for these back. These are for you to keep. So for today, I'll hold it up to the screen, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you are on page 7. Use the picture.
Turtles can swim. They use their feet and their
What is this part?
tail to swim.
Nice. Do you see how I used the picture to help me out? And then I could check my word to see if it made sense. Good job, Keela. Okay. Xander, page 8. And our label? It kind of does, doesn't it? Polar bear? Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't say polar, does it? Aaron, page 9.
Seals can swim. They use their flippers to swim.
And your labels? Look where they're pointing to.
Flippers.
Good job, Aaron. That was awesome. Okay, Jose, do you have your book?
Yeah.
Okay, Jose, you get the snake page.
Snakes can swim. They use their bodies to swim.
And what's my label? Body. Nice job, Jose. That was perfect. You guys are awesome. That was great reading. Okay, switching over to Green Book. So I'm going to start calling on Green class students now. So make sure you are muted and I will call on you. If you don't get a chance today, please do not be sad. You will get a chance another time that we do this, okay? Okay, the title of my book is Athletes. Make sure you have it ready in front of you. Deleza, go ahead and unmute. And you are page 3, Deleza. This one doesn't have labels. I'm sorry, what?
Some athletes run.
Nice job, Deleza. Great reading. Page 4.
Some athletes can jump.
I want you to check all of your words and see if it's exactly what you said, okay? Check all your words.
Some athletes can run.
So I see 3 words. Make sure you're only saying the 3 words. Some athletes jump. Okay? The reason I ask that page is that by you saying exactly the words on the page, it shows me that you're not just memorizing the book, which is an okay skill to use, but eventually we're not going to have the same exact words on every page, and so we'll have to just note that that's not the word that I read, and I need to know exactly what I'm reading. That was really good. Thank you. Petra, page 5.
Some athletes swim.
Great job, Petra. Eli O, page 6.
Some athletes dive in.
Try this last word again. What's this word?
Some athletes dive.
Dive. Good job. Some athletes dive. Page 7, Mason. Mason, are you there? Mason. Landon, are you ready? Can I have you read page 7, Landon?
Some athletes flow.
Good job, Landon. Cadence, page 8.
I don't have my book.
Okay, look on my screen.
Some athletes ride.
Good job. Ride. I like that you checked your word, because to me, that if I just looked at the picture, I might say jump. But I'm glad you checked your word. Paulina, page 9. Can you hear me, Paulina? Cruz, page 9. Go ahead, Cruz. Cruz, you might need to talk into Jose's computer. Paulina, are you there? Can you hear me? Mason, are you there? Oh, Paulina, I can hear you, or Mason. I'm not sure which one it is. Look at all the parts of the word. Good job, athletes. What are they doing with the poles? They're doing something with the boat. Row. Okay, say the whole sentence, please.
Some athletes row.
Great job, Mason. All right, I'm going to check in and see. Paulina or Cruz, can you hear me yet? We have one page left. Jose, can Cruz use your computer?
Miss Harris, he cannot turn on his mute button.
Okay. Try again, Cruz. Cruz, go sit in front of Jose's computer and I'll hold it up to the computer. Jose, go ahead and unmute and then let Cruz read.
Some athletes can win.
They do. Some athletes win. Nice job, Cruz. Jose, thanks for helping your brother out. You're very good about doing that. All right, boys and girls, we are all done with our reading today. So, quick reminder one more time. Your pumpkin character book project is due tomorrow, and we're going to present them on Zoom during reading class. So, make sure that you have your pumpkin painted, or if you have anything glued to it, that's what you're going to be doing. And make it look like your character from your book. If you want ideas of what that looks like, go look at the schedule from last week and find the video on the schedule that talks about the pumpkin project, okay? You all had a pumpkin sent home with your packet, and you had the directions inside of your packet to help you with the pumpkin project, okay? You may unmute and say goodbye, and I'll see some of you